Little look at the temple here. So these panels came out of, I think it was UCLA's film department. And I decided to line my building with them. Anyways, getting ready for Coachella. So the building is being moved around and rearranged. We'll print out here. All of that stuff over there. So I'm kind of putting stuff away, moving it around. That stuff's been sitting there since 2019, waiting. And I'm starting to build out my little studio here for doing podcasts, which we'll do pretty soon here. I've actually got some plans. And there's a lot more to this building, but I'm just showing you the main room. I got a stage up there. Got the Hammond organ at the end. Every church needs a Hammond organ, right? It's not a B3 though. And it goes through back here. More rooms filled with shit. More t-shirts. A few hundred screens. And then, I don't know, it might be too dark for this, but see if we can get any kind of a view. Kind of dark out here. Those lights out there, that's Joshua Tree. Yeah, I'm going to draw in a minute, so I'll set up for that. I don't know if the motorhome shows up or not. Anyways, I'll be back to draw in a few minutes. Hello. So I wanted to show you again the pens I use. I'm a pen and ink guy, and I used to use Repetigraphs, old school stuff, and they were a mess. I'm still kind of nostalgic for them, but these pens rule, man. They're really cool. They're waterproof, archival ink. It took a long time to get a good marker, like a permanent pen like this. This pen, I've pretty well killed it. I think that's the dead one. I mean, it still works, but the nib's almost gone. There's this one. This one I killed. Yeah. So I had to get a fresh one. Hey, I made a little bit of video of the temple here for you to look at. It's kind of dark, so I'll do another one during the day so you can see everything better, but just kind of wanted to show you that I'm getting ready to start screen printing. And my building here, I just kind of move things around depending on what I'm doing. If I'm doing music, we set up the stage. If I'm doing printing, I wheel out the printing equipment. Or if I'm welding, I wheel out the welders, and so on. And sometimes my son sets up his kickboxing stuff out there. So it's kind of I live like in a factory. It's an old church. But I like having everything at hand. So you'll see a little bit of footage. I don't know if I'll put it before or after this, but it's going to be on here. subscribe to my channel, please. It's good for me. It's good for YouTube. It's good to support YouTube, I think. I know there's a lot of really lame stuff on YouTube, but there's some really great stuff on YouTube too. I mean, you can go anywhere in the world. You can learn anything you want. I go and follow people around the countries I hang around in, and sometimes I even see my friends. I have a driver in Manila, in the Philippines. Whenever I go to Manila, I hire this guy. His name is Don Don. Hey, if you're watching, Don Don, I'll be back as soon as the virus goes away. But I see people walking around and filming and stuff in these areas, and I see my friends hanging around sometimes. It's kind of cool. And you just kind of get to see what's going on in the rest of the world. There's another guy I watch in Africa. This guy travels all over the place. And but now he's in Africa. Boy, he gets in all kinds of situations too, because I think he likes going to sketchy areas, you know, and you really stand out there as a foreigner, you know, and you do in the Philippines and stuff too. But the people there, they're kind of aggressive, but they're cool, you know, so you don't have to be afraid or anything. But you know, people are poor, so you know, a lot of people hit you up. So these are, I'm going to print this stuff on t-shirts for Coachella. And I think I'm just going to do real simple prints. These might just go up the side of a shirt, you know. And I don't know what color I'll print them in, but maybe black on some stuff, but I'm thinking some real subtle tone on tone might be cool. Because I'm past obnoxious. I used to do loud, obnoxious punk rock stuff a lot, which is all cool, but I'm not an angsty teenager anymore, so I'm just an angsty old person. So I don't think I've toned it down. I'm just changing it a little, doing different kinds of things, you know, experimenting with new ideas. So this will go on to clear film when it's done, and I said before, I'll walk you guys through it. Anybody who wants to learn how to screen print, you can do it for just about nothing, because that's how I'm going to do it this time. And I'll show you how. You can really get into it. I mean, everybody's situation is different. Some people come from money. Some people don't have anything, right? So some people are supporting a family, and they have a job, and you become slaves to your jobs that way. But you know, if you want to learn how to do something like this, screen printing or publishing or any of that, it's hard when you're older to do two jobs, but you can get it going, man, and get away from that, you know. Or at least I've got friends that help me print sometimes, and they bring in their whole family and they print. You know, it's a good deal, man. You can at least supplement your income with it, right? So I don't know if I should be teaching people how to draw, because I'm not really a schooled artist myself. I just kind of learned everything on my own, and there's nothing wrong with being schooled. I I had to work, and I had to, support myself, so I was never really able to go to art schools or anything like that. But you learn, I think, just as much by doing it. And art is the type of thing, there's no set way. In a lot of art schools, there is kind of set ways, which I did try to go to some art schools, and I got rejected because I didn't do still life perfect, and I didn't do, traditional art they had for the entry exams, and they wouldn't let me go there. And what's funny is since then some of those schools have asked me to come speak at their schools, and I told one of the girls that was in charge of that at a gallery show once. She said, "Hey, will you come speak to our students?" I said, "If I do, I'm going to tell them how you guys rejected me." so they never followed through. So I encourage anybody to do their thing, man. Really just look around you, man, and see what other people are doing stuff, and think to yourself, can you do what that person does? Is that person smarter than you? Maybe, some things require educations, but not everything. And education does not mean intelligence, man. It means you memorize some stuff, and maybe you got some shortcuts. You learn some shortcuts. But again, back to YouTube, man. You can learn anything on YouTube. You can learn in any school, anywhere. When there's professional people teaching you how to do everything. I totaled my car a couple months ago, and I had to get another car. Some guy dumped a bunch of washing machines on the 105, and my car, it took out about 5 cars on the freeway. It was pretty hilarious, but my car caught on fire, and I pulled off in Watts, and all the people came running out of the Imperial Courts housing project. I thought, oh shit, that's the Crips in there, and they all came running out, and they were so cool because there was like a mattress under my car on fire, and everybody helped me, man. It was really cool. And I was stuck there for, I don't know, like 12 hours until I could finally get out of there, because I'm in the desert, so. But anyways, I bought a junk car, and I figure I'm just getting disposable cars from now on, man. I'm just not going to buy expensive cars. So I bought a junker, and I'm going to rebuild it, and I'm doing it all by watching other guys on YouTube doing it. I mean, I know how to work on cars, but there's all kinds of stuff on these newer cars that, you could spend months trying to figure something out, and you just go right there and somebody walks you through it, which would have took me 12 hours, you can do in a couple hours if you know the tricks. And if I want to learn some horn tricks on my saxophone, man, it's all over YouTube. So what I'm getting at is subscribe to my channel, please. And if you want me to teach more stuff, I will. But you're going to learn to do stuff the way I do. And really, what you want to do is to learn how to do stuff the way you do it. And that's really just cutting loose, man. Get some tools, get some pens, get some paint, make a mess. Don't be afraid. Don't try to make your stuff perfect. Just get really loose with it all. You could take some classes at night if you're going to work or something. I used to do some of that. There's a lot of private, like, life drawing. And you don't have to draw realistic. Some people are really good at that. To me, it's like, I just can't draw realistic, you know? Boy, if I could, man, I'd do some weird-ass paintings, I'll tell you. So everybody does their own thing, you know? You can do your own thing if you like that kind of stuff. If not, you can do anything else. All right, so these are getting screen printed. Oh, it's doing these ones too. See, these eyeballs, I think I'll put them on the sides of shirts or something too, you know. I'm just thinking of doing these collage-y kind of shirts, and then I can hand color them too on some of them. So, okay. I think that's pretty good. I don't want to bore you. All right. The next one, did I tell you? I'm going to have guests pretty soon. Like in a few weeks, if everything works out, we'll have some, which is what I originally wanted to do. I'll have guests here. And it'll either be a nightmare or it'll be great. Either way, that'll be great, right? So I know it'll be interesting because I know who's coming. And I think it's going to be fun. So that'll be in a couple weeks. Until then, I'm going to keep doing stuff like this. And I will see you the next video. Thanks for watching. And subscribe.